everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to our Wake Up and Makeup. I am Jen, and I am here today with Chris and Karen, and we are going to show you a fun makeup look that you can kind of adjust to your personality. So we're all adding a little extra to it this morning. So, how many cups of coffee has everybody had so far this morning? Karen's working on hers, or like a proper Brit. She has some tea.
Yeah.
Chris, how about you? What are you drinking this morning?
Just one, but I am being very health conscious. Do you like that? Do you like that?
Oh,
It's a mega
mega
wine glass, but it is just water. So I'm trying to be a little healthy.
There you go. And I have had my 2 cups of coffee so that I can at least be awake. So we're going to have some fun and teach you guys a simple eye look that you can do, and then add some flair to it if you want to as well. And we want to hear your comments. We're not going to be responding to your comments while we apply the eye look because, you know, it's a lot to try and put on makeup and talk into a camera at the same time, much less look at the comments. So, but we want to hear your comments. We want to hear what you're drinking this morning, how many cups of coffee you need every day to get going, what your favorite part of our makeup look is, and tell us who your consultant is as well. So I think we're ready to get started. What do you guys think? All set?
I think
Good.
all set.
All right. So Chris, what is the look that we are doing today?
So we are doing, I think it's technically called the Bend Your Rules look, right? But I have it right here. And this is actually what we're going to be applying. And then we are going to cater it to ivory, beige, bronze, right? And we're going to make it work. So there you go.
Yep.
All right, sounds good. So let's get started. So we have various stages of makeup started already. So I have on my foundation, I have my brows already done, and a little bit of mascara on. Chris, what do you have on so far?
I just have my foundation on and my skincare.
Okay. How about you, Karen?
I just have my foundation on also.
Awesome.
So, and my skincare, obviously.
Obviously. The skincare is
Oh,
it
I
is
do
really
have
back to
some.
everything.
I do have some eye primer on.
Okay, awesome. That eye primer really works to make your eye color stick and to make it true to color. If you feel like your colors always kind of blend into the same color, using an eye primer really helps. And it is especially helpful too if you have more oily skin to keep your eye makeup in place. So after you have, you know, pretty much done your skincare, your foundation, your powder, under eye corrector, your eye primer, then you are all set to go. And so with this look, it's 3 different colors. It's crystalline, heather rose or dusty rose. What is it called?
Dusty Rose.
Rose.
Rose, and then golden mauve. And then we might accentuate just a little bit for those of us that are used to a little bit darker eye color.
Looking at nobody in particular. Just saying.
Brows, right?
Yes.
The house of brows. All right. Karen, do you want to show them how to do eyebrows, or do you want me to finish up my last one?
Go ahead and finish up your last one because I don't have my brow thing with me.
Okay.
And Chris, what color of brows are you using today?
I am using brunette. Sometimes I use dark blonde, but I just happen to have brunette. So, you know, we're going with that. So when you do your brows, and this is the whole point in that it really just frames your face. You know, something you're like, okay, your eyes are somewhere over there. And over here, it really just frames it just like you would have for a picture or photo, poster, whatever. When you frame it, it just makes such a big difference. So when you're doing your eyebrows, if you typically measure beside your nose, that's really, and hold it vertically, that's really where your eyebrow should start. And a lot of times it will, unless you tweeze in too far, and that's okay. Just correct it where it needs to go. From the corner of your nose, when you look straight ahead to the corner of your iris is really where your arch should be. If it's there, fine. If it's not, not a big deal. But the most important thing, at least in my opinion, is from the corner of your nose to the corner of your eye Okay. And that's where your eyebrow should be. So you guys really can't see it, but I do have a couple wispy hairs out that far, but most of us do, but it just doesn't fill in what exactly it needs to do. So that's where eyebrow liner comes in at. So that's what I like to actually put on to give it a little bit more fullness. Now, keep in mind, my eyebrows are way thick and way like the brows themselves are very thick and the hairs are very thick too. So I actually go in and trim them just like I do my, just like you do your hair, right? So you go in and you trim them. And that can be what I do with that is I will actually comb them up with like a comb, and then I'll go through and I'll just trim them. And then I just kind of see, I'll kind of comb them up without the comb in there and just kind of see if anything like shoots up, and then I'll go back and trim. And that my old hairdresser used to do that for me. And that made a world of difference, because if not, they just look like really non-feminine and very woolly and just not a great look. But I have found that it's way more feminine and way more professional looking when I can trim them and kind of go through them, groom them, if you will, and then just go back and pencil them in. And then we also have a handy dandy little brush to brush it out. And that just helps to get any residue that may be sticking just a little bit too much, just to kind of smooth it out. And we have a brow tint, which I do not have in front of me, but that's great for people that do have the hairs. Oh, there you go. Jen's already got it. You are on it. I am just not. And sometimes if I am, the kiddos take it and I no longer have it. So, but then it's almost like mascara for your eyebrows. So it's great if you have a lot of hairs that it just accentuates that area, but I wouldn't necessarily use the brow tint to try and create eyebrows. So the liner is great for creating, the brow tint is great for accentuating, but I also like it. It almost works like hairspray for your eyebrows as well too. So if you have unruly eyebrow hairs that kind of go whatever, or they just you know what I'm talking about if you have those. So it just helps to smooth everything over, and it makes a world of difference too. And those do come tinted as well. So I got my brows on for today.
Awesome. Looks great. And I saw you putting on some brows too there, Karen.
I did. I decided that I would use a little bit of hot fudge eye color, because I didn't bring my brown stuff. I don't have it in front of me. So I put a little bit of hot fudge on and comb them through, just to give them a little bit of something, something,
There you go.
Not too much.
So you can
use different things. Go ahead, Jen.
Yeah, you can use products that are actually designed for your eyebrows, or you can use eyeshadow in a pinch, and it works well. The hot fudge, espresso sometimes works too. That's awesome. All right, let's get started with our eyeshadow then. So we're going to do the crystalline, the dusty rose, and the golden mauve. And so I think we're all pretty much putting it on the same way, I think. So we're going to take crystalline and apply it pretty much all over our lids, from our lashes right up to our brows.
That's what I'm doing.
And crystalline is sparkly. I love it because of the sparkle. And it's really light. So when you put it on at first, it looks like you have white eyeshadow on.
That's exactly how it looks. Look at that.
So you don't necessarily want to just leave it like that.
No.
Unless you really like that white eyeshadow look.
Well, yeah. And I think mine looks a little bit more accentuated because of my primer.
Oh, that was a good
eye primer.
I should have threw some eye primer on too.
See how this crystalline looks on bronze skin.
I like it.
It brightens up your whole eye area, Karen.
Does it?
Yeah.
I might have to do that again. We're going to have to add something else, though, real quick, ladies.
All right. So what are we doing next? Dusty Rose, right? Dusty Rose.
Dusty Rose. And probably most of us are going to be putting that like right in our crease. Dusty Rose is a matte shade. There's no sparkle in it, so it makes it really good for going in your crease. You don't want to put a ton of sparkle in the crease of your eye because it can make your eye look like it's a little bit more crinkly, maybe.
We don't want crinkly eyes.
No, you don't want a crinkly eye.
Have to draw the line at crinkly eyes. Gotta draw the line really at crinkly anything. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you don't want crinkly.
Okay. Can you see that?
I don't know if you guys can even see mine. It doesn't show up real
Oh, I
dark.
can see it.
Can you see it?
Mm-hmm. It looks very different on all of us. Look at that.
Yeah, it does. All right, so then we're going to take golden mauve, and I'm going to put mine kind of as the accent color. But I've got a darker accent on reserve just in case.
Of course you do. Jen is the darker accent queen. I think I'm going to need a darker accent too, but we'll see.
So this actually could be like a really light, springy look.
Is that why they have it in the spring catalog?
I'm thinking that could be why.
I think that sounds about right. In that spring catalog for a springy look.
Ooh, look out. Caffeine's kicking in.
Ooh, about time.
Watch out.
Watch out, world. Oh, that's not so bad.
And I'm going to go over it with our blending brush.
Yes.
I love this blending brush.
I feel like I need a little more mauve. Let me blend. And we blend towards our nose, right?
That's right. You want to start at the outside corner and blend toward your nose.
Okay.
So it looks a little bit different on each of us.
We need to dress it
Personally,
up a little bit.
So I'm going to take a little bit of
What?
I don't know. I'm thinking either Merlot or Sweet Plum. I think I'm going to go with Sweet Plum just to give it still a softer look, but just a little bit darker.
Well, maybe I'll do a little Merlot. Am I yelling?
Hang out with what I got. How about that?
There you go.
I'll do a little Merlot.
So this could be called like what? Cherry blossoms and lilac blossoms or something like that. If you add a little purple to it.
I like it.
I'm going to blend. Wash my nose. Yeah. What you think?
Think you need to do a little darker?
I think you can go darker.
You do? They always tell me that.
Does that surprise
I'm
you, Karen?
afraid of color. Maybe I just blended it out too much.
Sometimes I blend it and then I add even more color just to give it a little bit of pop.
Yeah, we know, Jen. We know.
Sorry.
Jen is the eye queen. Oh, I think that doesn't look bad. I think that's good.
Mm-hmm. I think it looks good too. So what was your first experience like when you tried either makeup or your first eye look, or what's a fun story to tell?
I look like I was in a domestic violence situation.
Jeez.
I look like I had a black eye. I was using blue eyeshadow and trying to mix some browns in it because I have blue eyes, and it was not a good look.
Yeah.
The color is everything.
What color is everything?
Where you put it.
Oh, yes. Mine was entirely too much. I walked into my house and my family went, oh, not a good response. Not a good response.
I'm trying to think about mine. I don't know that I necessarily remember my first time. But, well, okay. So my first time, actually, I think it was my 16th birthday. My second mama, who has known me since I've been like 9, took me to a place to get a makeover. And of course, their makeover is very different than my makeover, having been a, tomboy and not really ever worn anything before. And it wasn't bad in the sense of like, oh my gosh, it's horrible. It was just a lot.
Mhm.
So that was the first application, but my application actually might have been, I used to use blush as my cheek color. Does that count? Or as my eye color? But
I think that counts.
does it count? Okay. Otherwise, I was gonna say I think it's just Mary Kay. I think Mary Kay walked me through everything, and although it was crazy, it actually looked, as good as what it could for me not knowing what I'm doing.
Well, that's good.
And it's a learning process. I think the most important thing is just practicing, like learning your eye shape and
Right.
practicing,
Right.
because not one shoe doesn't fit all type of thing.
No, never.
For sure.
All
You know
right,
what?
now we're gonna do some eyeliner, right?
Some eyeliner. So
Yes.
I have a black waterproof.
That is what
My
I have as well.
favorite. My
Black
favorite
waterproof pen. And Chris, do you have the gel?
I actually have waterproof as well, but you know what? You all were putting on that third shade, and then it made me feel left out. I'm gonna apply a little bit of some browns.
Okay, I'm gonna put my eyeliner on here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the liquid too.
Now I'm gonna have to get up in my magnifying mirror, ladies. Get
Aren't
this
these
on.
such a lifesaver though? Those mirrors. Oh my gosh, you can see everything with those.
I know. Right. So there's
So
one.
is the easier to apply, the liquid or the twist up eyeliner?
I like this one. I like the waterproof pen. It goes on smoother for me. I feel as though I have a little bit more control.
That's what I think too. I really love the liquid eyeliner pen.
I think that you kind of have to acquire a taste for both of them, for the twist up or the waterproof pen. I feel like they're both fairly easy to apply, but I feel like they go on differently. So my advice is to play around with it and see what works the best for you.
And whether you're using liquid or, well, you never want to put liquid underneath, but if you're using the twist up, you can either do a really soft line underneath, or you can just use shadow and do it underneath. I usually do just a little bit of eyeliner at the outer corner, but then I take eyeshadow and just kind of smudge it.
I sometimes put a little bit of eyeshadow underneath too, so I'm gonna do that just on the corner there. And I'm gonna use a brown on there. See?
So I'm doing steely underneath just to have a little bit of, since I did black up top.
Mhm.
And a little side note, when you're doing your bottoms, you probably saw us, you are never putting your eyeliner on that water shelf. Okay.
No.
That is very unhygienic and a great way to get medical problems later on in your eye area. So make sure you are not putting it on the water shelf. You're going to put it right at your lash line or right underneath it.
Yes.
So one product that I cannot live without is my lash primer. Love this stuff. So I know this is not on the list, but I do need to apply it because it makes such a difference. It protects your lashes and it just gives it like a fake coat of mascara. So when you do put on your regular mascara, it gives it a boost and everything goes on way smoother, way easier, and it just captures the product better. I love this stuff.
I do too. So I already put a coat on, but I'm gonna put another.
I do already have lash primer on and a coat of mascara. So I'm going to just add another coat of mascara with our Fanorama. And it's
So
one of
Jen,
my
how many coats of mascara do you wear in a day? How much
Usually-
typically? Just on a typical day, how many coats of mascara would you?
usually 3 plus lash primer.
Wow. I do one.
Not
So-
everybody has lashes. I'm not one
No.
of those people that has lashes, so I have to create the lash.
So I'm using the Lash Intensity, which is one of my favorites.
Me too.
Got a
I love-
fat stubby brush here. I love it. I'm gonna get up in my magnifier again, girls.
Yeah, it just works. So when you look at it, let's see. You can see the long bristles, top and bottom. And then when you turn it, it gets really short bristles. So if you look at the top and the bottom, it's really short versus long. So what I like to do is I like to kind of goop it on with the short bristles, and then I go back through and I will comb it out with the long bristles. My tube is actually almost empty. So I need to
Grab a new one.
grab a new one. I am really hard on my mascara though.
I go through a lot of mascara.
Bet you do with 3 coats a day.
Yep.
All right, are y'all doing the mascara faces?
Yeah. Can you put your mascara on without opening your mouth? And then I have to clean up. So I have to do a little bit of cleanup because I got it. Getting a Q-tip here.
So I want to know, comment if you know anybody that can apply mascara without doing the fish face.
What's the fish face?
The
Oh, no, I don't know anybody who can do that.
And can you put on mascara without making a bunch of boo-boos that you have to clean up when you're done?
No, no,
Yeah.
no. That would be a negative. It's all in the cleanup.
One of my favorite things to do after I have my eye look completely done, mascara and everything, and I've kind of like gotten off those little smudges of mascara, I can take a little bit of under eye corrector and put it on. I actually like to use the blending brush for this
Oh,
and just kind of like go up like that
that's kind of cool.
and clean it up.
I'm gonna have to find a cleanup, but I will just clean up with my little foundation.
So you use what with that, Jen? The brush and what?
I use a little bit of under eye corrector. Sometimes I use a little bit of foundation too, but usually just a little bit of under eye corrector because it kind of brightens that whole area.
You know,
Really?
that doesn't look half bad, ladies. I'm impressed.
I know.
Good.
Yeah, it looks. Wow. I like it. I like it a lot.
It brightens up your eye.
That's good. Oh, yeah. Mhm. Is it time for cheeks?
I think so. So what are we doing for cheeks?
We are doing Wineberry, which is one of my faves.
I love Wineberry.
Um,
Chris
and
is
mine
afraid of Wineberry because she's so fair. But we
Are you gonna show
reassured
it?
her that you can use Wineberry even if you are very fair.
Let me
Just
find it.
shine a little bit.
This is I gotta find it. The Wineberry is right there. I love it. I think
Jen-
Jen introduced me to it. What are you doing? What are you doing, Chris?
I'm doing the wineberry.
Oh, you are? Oh, okay, good.
Jen has assured me that it will turn out fine. I'm like, okay.
That's what she said.
All right.
Here comes the blush. Can you put your blush on without making a face?
Gotta find your cheekbones.
Okay, find my cheekbones.
The thing I do like about this look with all the pinks and just the softness of it, it looks very fresh and it does look very springy.
It
Which I
does.
know is why they put it in the spring catalog, but I'm just saying.
Just saying. It's in the spring catalog for a reason.
Yes.
Can you see mine? Do I need more color?
I feel like you could use a little bit more.
Oh, I should have known. If I asked you, you would say that. Better.
Better.
Better. Okay. What do you
And we
think,
like
Chris?
to use a little bit of highlighter on the top of our cheekbones too.
Mm.
So I'm going to be using the glazed.
I'm using glazed as well.
And you just
And
put
I'm
some
using
at
the other.
the
What's that?
top bristles of your cheek brush. And you just kind of hit the top of your cheekbones.
I'm using is mine golden? Mine's golden copper, isn't it?
Yours is Honey Glow, I think, right?
Oh, that's
Isn't that-
right.
Yeah,
I
honey
can't
glow.
see. I don't have my glasses on. Honey glow. Just the top of my cheekbones. Oh, yeah, look at that. Honey glow, top bristles. Okay.
Backwards. I always use the top bristles for my contour. And then I
Oh.
use down here for my, I know I always do that backwards. I don't know. Can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Once it goes on.
Well, I think whatever works.
Sometimes I put a little bit of my highlighter, just down here on my Cupid's bow and under my chin, so the light hits it, just to brighten it up there a little bit.
Looks
I think we're looking lovely. Is it time for lips?
It is, and we're all trying the same lip color, but possibly with different lip liners underneath.
Yes. Yes.
I am
Cool.
putting on a little bit of our lip primer first. Have to have lip primer.
I do too, but I'm putting a little bit of foundation on my lips first because I use the cream to powder just to give it a nice palette, even palette. And then I'm going to do the primer.
So I'm going to use medium nude lip liner. Which one are you using, Chris?
I'm just going to use a lipstick.
Oh,
Oh, and then which one are you using, Karen?
I am using the berry. It is the dark berry. I am going to get that on. And I like to put liner all around the outside of my lips and actually color it in a little bit too. What do you do, Jen?
I usually kind of do a really thick line. So I line it, but I kind of take it in a bit too.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the entire lip.
Yeah. No, I leave the very middle. Oh, look at that, Chris. That's nice.
I was just looking in the mirror. I'm like, I actually really like that. I added a little bit of brown to kind of calm down the pinks a little bit. I really like that. So the brown that I added was burnished bronze. Just to
To your
kind of,
eye?
yeah, on the corners. So you guys were adding the other stuff. Add a
Yeah.
little bit of that. I actually really do like the wineberry for the cheeks, which
Yeah.
kind of scared me, but I do like it. I'm used to my contouring, so I don't have my contouring going on here, but that's okay. And the lips. So yeah. I don't know. I like it.
I'm working on my lips. I kind of like it. So what's our lip color today, Chris?
Huh?
What's our lip color today?
Casual Rose. It is our brand new line that just came out. And I always like to describe it as a mix between lipstick and tinted lip balm. I love it. It's super creamy. It goes on like a lip balm. And it just has the pigment of lipstick and moisturizing, long wearing. I love it. But our lip today is Casual Rose.
I actually really like this lip color.
Look how it looks different on all of us.
Isn't that funny?
Crazy, isn't it? I actually like it too.
I do like it. Like it, like it. I think I like it better in person though than on camera. On camera, it's so like red.
Yours does look red. It does. It looks red.
It looks more reddish toned than what I was anticipating. I thought it was going to be a little bit more pink.
I think mine's pink. Mine looks pinker.
But I did use the medium nude underneath.
That's true. And Karen, you used berry though, you said, right? And it still came out pinky. Huh. Isn't that
I have
interesting?
such pink. I have a lot of pink pigment in my lips, so everything comes up.
Gotcha. Gotcha. And then interesting. And so then one last tip for your lips. So make sure your hands are clean, but you're just going to take it and just pull it out. And what that does is it puts, where's my camera? There we go. Right. So I already did this once, but it pulls out all the stuff that gets on your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to worry about it. It's getting on. Right. It's clean. Yeah. So there we go. We are all done for the morning. We are ready to conquer the day, take on the day. We are glammed and ready to go.
Yeah.
And just some girlfriends hanging out. So
yeah,
let us know. We were talking, and we'll have some fun stories for you. So I didn't want to totally like spur the moment stuff with the girls. I'll give them a little bit of time to think, but let us know what are some questions that you would like us to ask each other. I thought maybe one question that we'll consider doing next time is one of our fondest memories together or as a group or whatever. Yeah, or maybe just a funny experience that has happened to us. So we'll see. But comment, let us know what you want us to chat about or just kind of share. And if there's anything specific for products or looks or buzzwords or whatever that you guys want us to do as well, we'll also throw that together for you guys and get that done. So there you go. Anything else you guys want to add?
Well, I'm super excited about this look. I would probably never have tried it. I would have looked and I would have been like, yeah, no, don't think so. But I have to say that I kind of like it. I do. I think I'd wear this again.
Yeah, I would wear it again too. I might even wear it without the purple added, but you never know.
What? My ears deceive me.
It is a really nice, fresh, clean look. I kind of like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I do like it too.
I'm going to finish my tea.
I'm going to go get another cup of coffee.
I'm going to guzzle this down and then I'll probably have to pee.
Yeah. Well, enjoy your Saturday morning, ladies.
And
thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging out.
See you next time.